Most flowers keep their secrets hidden underground. Their roots explore the soil, absorb water and nutrients, and respond to conditions we rarely notice. A garden can contain complex chemistry beneath the surface, while giving little indication of what is happening below. Hydrangeas are different. In some species, the flowers themselves can reveal something about the soil in which they are growing. Many gardeners are familiar with blue hydrangeas, pink hydrangeas, and purple hydrangeas. At first glance, they appear to be different varieties of the same plant. Sometimes they are. But in many cases, the same hydrangea can produce different flower colors depending on the chemistry of the soil surrounding its roots. The simplest rule is easy to remember. Blue flowers usually indicate more acidic soil. Pink flowers usually indicate more alkaline soil. Purple flowers often appear somewhere in between. The reason involves aluminum. In acidic soils, aluminum becomes more available to the plant. Certain hydrangeas can absorb that aluminum and transport it into their flower tissues. There, it interacts with naturally occurring pigments, called anthocyanins. The result is a shift toward blue coloration. As soils become less acidic and more alkaline, aluminum becomes harder for the plant to absorb. Without that interaction, the flowers tend to remain pink. Purple flowers often occur in intermediate conditions where some aluminum is available, but not enough to produce a fully blue bloom. The remarkable thing is that the plant is not trying to communicate with us. The hydrangea is not intentionally displaying a soil report. The flower color is simply a consequence of how the plant interacts with its environment. Humans eventually learned how to read the signal. Hydrangeas are not the only plants that have inspired this kind of observation. In parts of North America, white-flowered fireweed has sometimes been associated with uranium-bearing deposits. Naturalists and prospectors noticed that white fireweed occasionally appeared more frequently in areas containing radioactive minerals, leading to speculation that radiation might increase the frequency of white-flowered mutations. The relationship is not straightforward. White fireweed can occur naturally, and its presence alone does not indicate uranium in the soil. Nevertheless, the story illustrates an interesting pattern. Sometimes plants reveal information about conditions hidden beneath the surface. A hydrangea changing from pink to blue may reflect soil chemistry and aluminum availability. A patch of unusual fireweed may prompt questions about local geology. In both cases, the plant is not intentionally communicating with us. Humans simply learned that living organisms can sometimes carry clues about the environments in which they grow. In that sense, hydrangeas function as a kind of biological indicator. They are not precise soil testing instruments, and they cannot tell us the exact pH of the ground beneath them. But they can provide useful clues about the chemistry surrounding their roots. White hydrangeas are the exception. Most white varieties remain white regardless of soil conditions and do not participate in the same color-changing process. What makes hydrangeas so fascinating is that they allow us to see a hidden relationship between plant and environment. The flowers above ground reflect processes occurring below ground, turning invisible soil chemistry into something visible and beautiful. A blue hydrangea or a cluster of white fireweed are more than interesting variations of beautiful flowers. They are evidence of a conversation between roots, minerals, pigments, and soil, a conversation that has been taking place quietly beneath the surface all along.